Hello and welcome to Outlook Business Podcast. Today we are with Mr. Mohandas Pai, who is the chairman of RN Capital. Today we will be discussing the budget that has been announced that has been announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman a few hours ago. Welcome to our show, Mr. Pai.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Yeah, Mr. Pai. So, what is your rating on the budget? How would you rate it? Because just 2 days ago, you had made a statement that the middle class does not get enough from the government. So, are you happy with the announcements made by the Finance Minister?
9.5 out of 10. It's a fantastic budget for many things. One, the focus on job creation. Creating job for young people should be the number one priority for any government, and Prime Minister Modi has done that. 2 lakh crores for 4.1 crore job. That's fantastic. Many programs. Focusing on improving productivity of agriculture for increasing the income of farmers. Very good news, because I think linking farmers to market, increasing productivity, exporting from India is the key. Urbanization, spending 10 lakh crores on urban cities. Because please remember, when the census is probably done this year, we'll find that the urban population has gone up. Seats for urban areas will be higher. The next Lok Sabha will have greater seats for urban sector. So they will respond more to us. Our living in cities has become miserable because of bad traffic, bad roads, high corruption, no metro, bad air, bad water, bad sewage, etc. They should spend more, and Prime Minister Modi has done that. Then focus on industry and manufacturing, which is very good. Then focus on women welfare, which is very good, and other areas too, which I think is very good. So the focus areas and the investment behind them, I think, is doing a great job. He's also solving the central government employees issue of the new pension plan. I think what they may do is to guarantee 50% last drawn pay. That's good. Don't give them, protection from inflation, but give them at least that because they'll have enough money in the NPS. The NPS is earning great returns. That's very good news. And as for other things are done, infrastructure, they kept it at the same funding. That's good, because the capacity for absorption is less. Last year, they spent only 9,50,000 crores as against 10 lakh crores. This year, they got 1,50,000 crores for the states. We already finished 1/3 of the year, right? So, only 2/3 is left for that. I'm sure Babu will be jumping up and down with joy. We'll have all kind of projects in Andhra Pradesh. He'll take up the lion's share. Whereas our chief minister in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu will probably keep on complaining instead of sending proposals and taking away more of the centre's money. So I think that's good news. The package for Andhra Pradesh is very good, and package for Bihar. We must support Bihar as a country, because because Bihar is the poorest state with 13 crore people. Per capita income 70,000 rupees, and the SDG is way behind India's average. So giving them more money for infrastructure, starting more colleges and hospitals, medical colleges is very good. Creating the bridge over the Ganga, much more should be done. They should have a program to say any state which is below the national average for SDG, as per Niti Aayog, will be given special grants to come up in the next 5 years. And there, I think they must get. They of course mentioned West Bengal. I don't know what they're given to Bengal. They mentioned Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, but gave everything to Bihar, which is good news. Babu has got his money for his capital, Polavaram, everything else. He's a smart guy. And that's what chief ministers should do. Why should they go fight to the center? I wish our chief minister will go to Prime Minister Modi and get more out of him instead of going on complaining and abusing him. It serves no purpose. He's been elected to do the best for the state, not to complain against the central government, right? And I think there's an important message for everybody. And if Babu is able to do well in the next 5 years, make Andhra Pradesh a model state for reforms, it'll be a role model for others. And I think that's very good. As far as startups are concerned, angel tax is gone. That's the idea of Praveen Chakravarti of the Congress. He put it into the Congress manifesto. And that set the cat among the pigeons, because every year, Finance Ministry has been fiddling with it. Right now, they abolished it. That's very good news. But they must withdraw all pending assessment and appeals against angel tax. They must withdraw all that so that there is relief. You don't harass people anymore. And they also had some tax reforms of reducing the time for reassessment, for reopening, etc., which is very good. Much more has to be done. Tax disputes should come down. They're putting more people to work, but they must come down, give a target every month, and give us information about the target. Capital gains for listed and for financial securities, equating unlisted and listed is very good, because we've been asking for it for many years. Unlisted stocks have a greater risk because listed stocks are liquid, right? You can't sell them. Now both are 12.5. Of course, increase your listed companies from 10 to 12.5. But overall, that is pretty good. TDS coming down, custom duty is coming down is good. Middle class have got something. They should have got a little bit more. 17,500 is very less. They should have got at least 50,000 more, because 17,500 is 30,000 crores. They should have taken up to 75,000 crores, because by that, at least they'll get more money. And the individual tax collection are going up by 20% so far. So there's enough room in the budget, but they're given this. But senior citizens have got a raw deal. They should increase the tax limit to 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs for them, because we got 13 crore people above the age of 60. By 2030, there'll be 20 crore people. They have to spend a lot on medical insurance and all that, because the government system is broken. Even though Prime Minister says above 70 will give you free medical insurance, but there'll be a general scheme. So I think is because government servants are protected under central government insurance, right? What about the rest of us who pay taxes? So I think they should do something for retired people. And I think that will show a good gesture for them to say, we care for you, because retired people have paid taxes for 25, 30 years. All of us have paid, I paid taxes for 35 years. And what do I get? I get only more taxes, right? They're given some 17,000. Some crumbs have been given. I wish is more. Be generous with them, because they're your supporters. And don't give some small things. Because whatever the finance ministry gave away, took back, the net impact on a tax collection of 32 lakh crores, 8,000 crores. What does 8,000 crores mean? They could as well said 50,000 crores give more relief. That have made people more happy. And the next thing is, of course, they underestimated the receipts by nearly 1 lakh crore, because they said dividends from RBI and others is 2,85,000 crores, when RBI alone is giving 2,11,000 crores, and public sector last year gave some 80,000-90,000 crores. They could get 50,000 crores more from that, and tax collections could be higher. So I think end of the year they'll have more money for giving money for infrastructure. Overall, I think very good budget, sets the tone for the next 5 years, and the Prime Minister has kept his promise of saying that the last 10 years were a trailer, and you've got the next 5 years, but now they have to execute. And in 5 years, we must reach 6 to 6.5 trillion GDP. This year we'll reach 4 trillion. So after that, in 4 years, we must add 2 to 2.5 trillion. That with more jobs will change and transform our beloved country.
Right. Mr. Pai, the angel tax, which was actually considered to be the demon tax for the startup and tech sector, it's finally gone. Do you think, and can you quantify the amount of funds that are likely to come into the India's tech economy now? Because Indian tech economy has actually been suffering for the last few years now.
Well, I think it'll take some time, because they just announced it. They must finish off the pending assessment. They must withdraw all pending assessment. But I think the big thing for more money coming apart from angel tax is the reduction of interest rates in the US. I think the signs are that interest rates will be reduced in September. There's $7 trillion sitting in money market funds at 5.5%. If they bring it down, money could go out. So I think end of the year, we could get 3 or 4 billion more. And next year, we could probably get 15 to 20 billion, as against 10 to 12 billion coming in now. And that will be really good. But I wish he had given a 50,000 crore startup fund in the country, because insurance companies are not putting money into startup. Bad policy. I think they must improve that. IFSC, they've done some many good things. That is very good news. But insurance companies should invest. Insurance companies invest 10 lakh crores a year. 10 lakh crores. How much money into venture and startups? Nothing. Zero. Foreigners come and put more money. Foreign pension funds put more money into startup. They make money. They take the India risk. They take the currency risk and invest. Whereas LIC and others sitting under fat money and doing nothing. They must invest in them. What is wrong in investing 10,000 crores, 1% of 10 lakh crores that they invest every year into venture and startup is bad policy. That must be changed. And I think RBI, they said that RBI will look at many things to clean it up. That's very good news. I think RBI should let go the control mindset that they have, especially for FEMA. FEMA should be liberalized. You know, I found data just the other day that 11,32,000 Indians are studying outside. 11,32,000. Why can't we expand the capacity of the top 200 universities? At least increase seats by 2 lakh so that more people can study in good institutions in India, right? Our children are going outside. Of course, maybe 60-70% will go there because they want to immigrate. Like people from Punjab want to go to Canada, right? Canada and the UK is a life's dream. So many of them are going there just to immigrate, and they're clamping up. But I think we should expand good education. Education has got a higher budget, but I think there should be greater reforms will come outside the budget.
There is also Mr. Pai, there is also an announcement of rupees 1,000 crore space economy.
Yeah, space economy. That's so small. It's not going
to be enough.
is not going to move the needle. 1,000 crores, that is 20%, 5,000 crores will come in. I mean, are going to, do people like it? Yes, because 1,000 crores is better than 0 crore, right? They should say 5,000 crores for 5 years. Now they give 1,000 crore for 5 years. They will release in tricklets. This year, if you look at the budget, money for the startup fund is come down at 1,250 crores compared to 1,450 crores last year. They hold back the money later, right? They put conditions, release the money. I wanted Prime Minister to take the step and say 50,000 crore for startups, 10,000 crores a year. They also announced release for the National Research Fund. I don't know. I've not seen the figures as to how much it is. I hope it is substantial. Because look, in R&D and everything, you must put more money to work. 8 lakh crore is given as subsidies by the central government and the state government for people at the bottom of the pyramid. Why can't you spend 10, 20, 30,000 crores for R&D more and for startups? It's a small amount of money.
Nothing much has come for the defense tech startups who are just trying to make a mark in India's innovation. What is your take on that, Mr. Pai?
No, I think for defense startups, the bigger problem is business. It's not money, business. There are a lot of them. If they get more business, they'll attract more capital. I think that's coming because they just announced 240 items to be indigenized and all that. That is going well. So I won't have quarrel about that. I'll have quarrel about deep tech.
But our interaction with these startups, it has just revealed that, most of these orders are going to the traditional companies, which are, the SMEs or
They must be more generous. I hope it will come. I think Ajay Kumar, the defense secretary, has started a fund of his own. I hope it comes. That should come. So there, I think, the key is we need a large amount of money for high-tech startups. Quantum computing, AI, chip design companies, biotechnology companies, right? Genomic companies. They're all long gestation. We got something called C-Camp in Bangalore, which is fantastic. C-Camp should get more money. And you got to be generous about grants so that, many people will do R&D and research because we have to have investment top of the pyramid to pull up everything because top of the pyramid takes 5 to 10 years. It's not going to be tomorrow. So we need to invest well in time. China said they'll invest in AI 5 years ago, $150 billion by 2022. Now China is a global leader. Where is India? We got some 12,000 crore fund, which they're going to put into GPUs and all kind of stuff. I mean, I tweeted to Amitabh Kant and said very low. He said, it doesn't matter. It's the amount something. You know how the government will spend, right? The process is too long. That's why they should have funding for deep tech startups and work with a bank like SBI to do the funding. And that will give more benefits to India.
The government has also tried to focus on critical mineral exploration.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah, so that will help the EV sector and the AI sector because the modern chips require a lot of critical minerals.
No, I think India, for its own safety, should invest in this critical minerals and this critical minerals because we have enough of it. I think in the country we must explore more, give out more licenses, make it easy, incentivize people to go for exploration, especially Coal India and others who have got money, and in the public sector they can do much more. I think much more has to be done for rare minerals. It's called rare minerals, right? China has got a monopoly for that. And I think much more has to be done. But those are all policy issues. Those are not funding issues, policy issues. And we must liberalize that more of the licenses, give it on nomination basis to people.
Mr. Pai, a taxonomy for climate finances has also been announced. Would it open gates for the inflow of funds in the clean tech sector within the startup sector?
Yeah, it should allow greater funds to give. But I would like some funding for green companies.
Okay.
Green companies have a special fund, 5,000 crores for green companies, right? Give them money. Because many people come to me and say, we're going to start a green fund, but they're not able to raise money. Because money has to come. See, in solar, a lot of money is coming. Wind is coming, right? But green technologies or alternate technologies to reduce energy consumption in many fields. I think money should come. Money should come for robotics in defense, right? So a lot of things in the new areas, money should come. They should be more generous there.
Mr. Pai, can you elaborate on the digital public infrastructure that was announced in the budget today? What are the things that are likely to happen under that?
I think digital public infrastructure for agriculture is one thing, for health and rural areas. You see, the key is how do you connect farmers to markets?
Right.
Today, barring the MSP regime, in other areas, farmers get maybe 50-60% retail price. There's a lot of wastage. So you must fund agri-tech startups so they will go to farmers help create supply chain and pay them immediately and improve their output, right? They will help them grade, sort, get ready to market and get more. And we should fund startups for exports. How do you double, triple our agricultural export in 10 years? Because we are producing agricultural surpluses, but the surplus should be exported to keep the price, reasonable in India. Otherwise, at times of surpluses, prices crash, onion prices crash. I'll tell you a funny thing. In the CPI index, 42% of the weights are for food, out of which 25-26% is for vegetables. So if onion price goes up, tomato price goes up, potato price goes up, inflation goes up. If inflation goes up, they raise interest rates. Do you think interest rates have any impact on vegetable prices? No impact. Because you know why? The weights are of 21, 22. Now, government has said in economic survey, the weights will be of 24. 21, 22 per capita income was 70,000 rupees. Now it's 2 lakh rupees. But we still follow the weights. And we have the MPC wise men every 2 months deliberating on interest rates. But but interests are going up because of vegetable prices. You remove off all the vegetables and look at the core inflation, that is 3%. Your interest rates are about 6.5%, 3.5% real. Correct? We need up-to-date data. Government has said they're going to put more money for data collection, which is very good. We need an index with 2024 at the base for CPI, for producer index and everything, and GDP and everything else, so that will be much more modern. It reflects the reality today. And all economists talk about 2011-12 prices. Nobody understands those prices. How can you compare? Today we are bothered how much money we get, how much money we spend at current prices. Current prices are important. They want to compare that, keep talking about that all the while. So I think the way we govern this country has to change substantially. And I think that's an important thing that they've announced they're going to do it. I hope it answers fast. We need more databases. Right now, RBI has given data on jobs. All these years, they're saying jobless growth, jobless growth. Try hiding people, you don't get people. Of course, for government jobs, you get people because everybody wants a government job because, they get paid very well. You can get other income through other means and no responsibility, right? No accountability in many areas. They want government jobs. But I think the key is we need to update our system, get more up-to-date data so we don't have useless debates about issues which are not relevant, right? We got the EPFO data for 75 months, which shows large amount of formal job creation. You study that, and we written a report called the India Employment Report with FICCI and Quest that says that 80% of the jobs pay less than 20,000. That is the problem. How do you create more well-paying jobs? For more well-paying jobs, we have to expand manufacturing. We got to expand everything else, train people, skill them, make them more productive. And today we got another major problem. More people are coming job market in North India, whereas the jobs are in South India. South India, right. There's a shortage. More jobs are created. More people come from the north to the south, like in Bangalore. And there's tension. They create some tension, unnecessary tension. But we have to create jobs in North India. We have to have labor-intensive industries, which is mentioned in the budget. Job for labor-intensive in North India, because a lot of jobs. The garment industry. Why can't it be in North India where there's more labor? Bangalore's got 600,000 people in the garment industry. You don't get people here, right? So the jobs have to be seen holistically, and we have to have many things. Of course, this budget is a big, big start.
Mr. Pai, there is one more issue that I believe the government has not addressed in this budget is the exodus of millionaires out of India, because a lot of millionaires, they just seem to be shifting out of India to save taxes or maybe for some other reasons. Can you elaborate what the government could have done on this front?
See, the problem with billionaires going away, millions going away is our regulatory agencies, CBI, ED, income tax are running amok. Income tax goes and rates people. When they go raid, whether they find something or not, they announce 500 crores, 1,000 crores, your reputation is destroyed. And when they come to your house, they don't allow you to go out, don't allow you to talk to your lawyer, which is unconstitutional. They ill-treat you. And I know some people who have been ill-treated in Bangalore because my friend Chartered Accountants tell me how badly they were treated. There's fear. And then they announce and destroy the reputation. And 75% of cases when they go before the court are struck down in favor of the assessee. But what happens to the reputation? So the officers who do it and make this kind of exaggerated claim should be penalized. And they should be told, if you go do a raid within 6 months, file a charge sheet, complete it within 1 or 2 years assessment, and don't give publicity. Don't give publicity. Then the CBI ED goes after people, announces, we did this, arrest them, put them in jail, and the courts are very lenient towards them. Why should they go to jail when nothing is proven? They said document. Yes, for political people or powerful, it is fine. But for others, why should they go to jail? I thought the government should have said, ED, CBI, everybody, they go raid, they'll file a charge sheet within 6 months. Put a time limit, hold them accountable, tell them go to the court and finish off the case in the court in 3 years, prosecute people, put them in jail, otherwise let them free. Why keep it hanging? Because the moment you keep it hanging behind people, it leads to other kinds of things which are not very good. And there's fear. So people are left taking away everything. As it is, quality of life for people with money has not improved. Our cities are in a mess. Air in Delhi is very bad. Water is not available. And, traffic is very bad. Safety is a big issue, right? Crimes are there. Government, just the other day for Kiran Mazumdar Shah, Biocon, somebody went and blackened the boards. They got threats. A friend of mine, a startup founder, he got threats. He sent me an SMS. What do you do? Right? What do you do? When I was told to keep quiet by a friend of mine, he said, keep quiet, don't talk. I mean, this is what is happening in Bangalore. And this is not correct. We should not live in the fear. I thought Prime Minister others will do that. They're not done it. I would appeal to him to a channel that please, while you are right in saying they have full freedom to enforce the law, they should also be made accountable for the law, right? And then one more reform is required. Before you go raid anybody, enters anybody's house, you must go to a court and take court order. That will protect citizens. In many advanced countries, that is the rule. You go get a subpoena from a court. So you can go. Because, they can just come to your house any point of time. They're not supposed to come after dark, right? They're not supposed to have when women are there. They come do what they want. They're beyond the law. They're beyond the law. Just, in Karnataka, so one of the political parties put a claim against Ajit Bharati. And the police went in plain clothes to UP to go arrest him and drag him here. Because why? He was critical of the political leader. How can you do that? How can you do that? Very civil liberties. That's a major area of concern for us. Sadly, the left and all others have made it into a political issue. And they spoil the entire
thing. Do you think that the politics of India is affecting its economics?
Yes, it is. The politics of India is affecting its economy for a simple reason. People oppose many things for nothing. The RA metro shed. Come on, give me a break. The RA metro shed was necessary. If some 2,000 trees have to be cut, so be it. The benefit society is more. In Bangalore, for some 40 trees to expand a road, they were holding it up for many years. All these tree huggers go hug every tree. Yes, I also hug a tree. I planted more than 10 lakh trees in my life, in our campus and others. But where the benefits are more, let it go. It doesn't matter. Transplant the trees. Public welfare is more important. People's lives are more important. And now traffic is moving smoothly in that area where they cut those trees. And those people who protest are not from there, like the film stars who live in central Bombay are protesting about RA, right? Now, what is the point? If the metro had come 3 years back, Bombay will be better off, correct? Metro would have been the biggest boon for Bombay. So I think, these guys create things, and now the one of the political parties in Bombay is saying they'll oppose the Dharavi reclaim, the redevelopment. Politics is impacting India. For example, the Bangalore-Chennai road, there's unnecessary hue and cry about land acquisition in Tamil Nadu. It's a political issue. I think it's very important for politicians to understand that today they will be out of power, tomorrow they'll come to power, a day after they'll come to power, they will enjoy the benefits. Their objective should be to improve the lives of people, not to hold up everything. And then you have all these NGOs going jumping up and down for everything. The farmers. Even today I saw some photograph, Punjab farmers trying to go to Delhi to protest against the 3 criminal new laws. What are they to do with farmers? I don't know. They're all playing politics. They've been instigated. Foreign money is coming into this country. Soros and gang are pumping money into many of these NGOs to put them. You know who are the recipients of the money. So I think politics is becoming dirty, opposing for opposition's sake, instead of opposing on principle. A lot of things are happening which is wrong.
But do you think that there needs to be an omerta code between the political parties on certain matters that they will not compromise on?
No, it cannot happen. You see, what is required is citizens should speak and make their voice heard. The middle class should stand up and speak. Highly educated people should stand up and speak. So we need a deepening of democracy. See, we are a representative democracy. That means the MP should reflect the views of the constituents. They don't meet the constituents. They don't reflect the views. People must meet their MP once in 2 months, talk to them and put pressure on them to raise in parliament. The media should have better debates instead of making everything political, where they oppose people. They debate the issue dispassionately. I think we need a better kind of media, better kind of debates, better kind of discussion, and the middle class should speak up more without making it political. Don't accuse people unnecessarily, but talk about the issues.
Mr. Pai, since we are discussing budget, we are discussing economy, and we are discussing youth. Yesterday, economic survey said that most of the engineers coming out of India's engineering colleges are just not employable. Do you think there is a very, very big skills gap, and which is something that even the government may not be able to fix, because there are millions of engineers now there in India coming out of private universities. What is the gap over there?
Look, this happened for 20 years, and every year the economic surveys say that, government say that, but they don't do much. We got 8 lakh people graduating as engineers. 4 lakhs are decent quality and size. The rest come from very tier 3, tier 4 colleges. What can you do? They have aspirations. We have 1 crore young people graduating from college, 44.3 crore in college. There's no country in the world which has given good quality education to 4.3 crore people. It's not possible. Correct? In advanced countries, 25-30% of the education system is very good. The rest is pedestrian. Bottom 25% is very bad. Same problem in America. People are coming in diversity, women studies, all kind of things, and say the educator, they got $1.5 trillion of student loans, right? There's a problem. What should be done is, we must have a large-scale skill development program like it is here, internship and everything, so they get some practical skills, and that 40-50% of people coming out with no skill can come down to 20-25%. I think it's important. In a remote area, in the rural area, start engineering college. All the children there want engineering. They got a college. What do they do? Where is the faculty? Who will go there? Correct? They're starting medical college in every district. In the district, there's nothing there. Where will they get the faculty? Where will they get the faculty? So I think it's a problem that we have to live with. And now they're doing something in terms of internship, apprenticeship, and giving grants for getting young people trained. Hopefully that should address 25-30% of the problem. But you can't solve 100% of the problem. There's no way any country has been able to solve that. It's not going to happen. We got maybe 25, 40, 50% doing well. It should take it up to 75%.
All right, Mr. Pai, thank you very much for talking to us. It was really, really nice talking to you. And I would like to say to our audience that keep watching this place, because we will be coming up with more analysis with more experts. Thank you very much, Mr. Pai.
Thank you. Bye-bye.